I'll make sure that the safecrackers stay out of harm's way until our operation against the Gauntlet begins.
Now you know. You did your job well, so they stole your free will. With the IX serum, you can get it back.
I found something under our communications array. Look.
I don't recognize that. Did Theron install it?
The Republic database says it's an Imperial monitoring device. Only someone on board would know where to plant it, right?
Offers have been piling up since we won the Great Hunt. Mostly not worth our time, but I think we've finally struck the motherlode. Some bigwig from a DAS Corp just sent us an offer with more zeros than I can count.
Alright, boss. Time to talk some business. Bunch of credits just came through from a weapons deal I had going on Balmora. Another weapons deal I had going back on Balmora. This is your cut.
I want your dirty money.
Then give them to a charity. Toss them at the airlock. I don't care. You're the new boss. You get a cut no matter what.
Sir, I've discovered the perfect target for our next operation. Lord Kavos. Kavos is a marauding Sith Lord, responsible for countless deaths. Exactly the type of dangerous scum we're uniquely qualified to eliminate.
Give me the full brief, Forex.
With pleasure, sir. Lord Kavos single-handedly destroyed a Republic outpost on Brental 4, massacring its personnel. He fought and killed 2 Jedi Knights simultaneously. According to intelligence reports, this butcher is becoming a hero to the Empire's ravening masses. Neutralizing him will help our cause greatly.
What did you say about him killing 2 Jedi Knights?
Aisho and Nil, 2 renowned Jedi with years of combat experience. Lord Kavos cut them down without suffering a single injury. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to facing this threat head-on, sir. I'm going to begin my search right away.
I'm still quite concerned about Captain Kaylor and his accusations, sir. If Personnel Division thinks I'm withholding information about the Empire, they can continue hounding me under Security Regulation 15. I think if men like Kaylor had their way, I'd be locked in a room reciting the minutiae of Imperial culture until the end of time.
You'll get a lot more done in the field.
I couldn't agree more. I do sometimes wonder if I'm being unfair, though. I'm one of the only people in the Republic with extensive knowledge of Imperial culture. Perhaps I have a responsibility to do what few others can, even if it's not what I'd like to be doing.
The squad needs the best. That means you, Dorn.
There's certainly nowhere I'd rather be. I appreciate you taking the time to discuss this with me, sir. I'll leave you to your other duties.
I never properly congratulated you on your promotion. You've come a long way since Ord Mantell. We should celebrate.
You could make me dinner.
You wouldn't enjoy that. I spent the last 10 years living off field rations. I got you a little something. Bought the stone off a trader a few years back. Had a Thielen jeweler fit it for me. Thought it'd look nice on you.
Maybe next time you can get me something more practical, like thermite.
Oh? And what makes you think there's going to be a next time? I should get back to my duties. Congratulations again, sir.
Hey there. Captain. Corporal Jorda Pell with the Safecrackers. It's a real honor to meet you. A real honor.
She's been here 10 minutes and we've already heard about your little stunt on Quesh at least 10 times. I don't think you'll be paying for many drinks tonight.
I just did my job, that's all.
Awfully modest for the head of Havoc Squad.
Our other friend here is Karen. She runs with those Navy punks, but I've forgiven her for it.
Karen Vondi, gunnery officer on the Brental Star. I don't think you've saved my life yet, but it's still nice to meet you.
Saving lives just comes with the territory.
That's what Jogso said. You must have a lot of crazy stories.
All right, let's focus, people. Karen just got a big promotion. You two obviously have a lot to celebrate, and I have a day off for once. Recon shows 8 cantinas within taxi range. We're gonna hit them all, and we're gonna hit them hard.
I think I'm actually inspired, Jaxo.
Of course you are. We've got a duty here. We're representing the Republic Armed Forces, after all.
First round's on me.
You are insane, Jaxo, you know that?
You're the one who brought them over, not me. If your Navy pals can't drink a sweet little girl like me under the table, That's their problem.
Hey. Hey, you know what? You are amazing. You're an amazing woman, okay? Just totally amazing.
You are bombed out of your mind, huh?
What? No. I do forward assault. The bomb guys are Noro and Vinny and Squint and the...
Tell you what, Jorda. My bed's over there. Why don't you go lay down for a bit, huh?
I'd better call it a night myself. See you, Jaxo. It was great meeting you.
I guess you'd probably better get going too, huh? I hope you had a good time. We don't nearly get enough of them in this line of work.
The army definitely isn't big on time off.
When this war is over, I'm getting a normal job with normal hours on the most boring planet I can find. Who am I kidding? I couldn't hold a normal job if my life depended on it. You'd better get out while you can. After that many rounds, I could be talking nonsense for hours. I'll see you around, Big Shot.
Been running some diagnostics on the ship. Hyperdrive seems to need a little TLC. We ought to get it looked at. What's worse than a neglected hyperdrive?
You could probably use some TLC too.
All work and no play makes for a dull slicer. I wouldn't exactly say no to a vacation.
We should go somewhere, just you and me.
Look, I like you. You're fun, and you look good in door steel, but it's a really bad idea for us to get involved. Never mix business and pleasure, you know? Leads to trouble.
A little trouble might be fun.
Don't hold your breath, big guy.
Let me tell you a little thing about opportunity.
Enlighten me.
Sometimes, when it knocks, you put it away for a rainy day. Take this group of fresh-off-the-shuttle Arcona I met at the Mossila spaceport before you showed up. I left those Arcona with a stellar impression of Geller rowing, helpful merchant, and earmarked them for a return trip once things died down.
What makes them good marks?
You know why they were traveling to a dump like Tatooine? Seems fresh water's hard to come by on Kona. These rubes heard about moisture farming on Tatooine and figured it was their ticket to riches. Fleecing these yokels will be like taking candy from a baby. The key is finding the right scheme.
You really enjoy seeing what you can get away with, don't you?
Surely a Mandalorian can appreciate testing one's limits. Moisture farmers aren't exactly rolling in credits, but a whole colony of them can add up.
Thanks for the help on Terrace. Decent of you to let me in on the kill. You didn't have to do that.
Wasn't exactly charity. Jacone was my target. You got me close to him.
Worked for both of us then. Looking forward to this. Not everyone gets to fight beside the champion of the Great Hunt.
Stick with me, kid, and I can pretty much promise things won't get boring.
Counting on it. Say the word. I'm ready to move out.
So you're my hunter? Yes. Yes, I see it now. The pictures don't do you justice. Excuse my manners. Peyton Swall, Director of Galactic Relations.
I tend to have that effect on people.
You'll be a natural, I'm sure. We can discuss the terms of contractual partnership in my office. This way, please. Make yourself comfortable. May I offer you anything?
Start with dinner, a vintage wine, and a cute aid to rub my shoulders. I'll keep you posted.
Valerie, send in a refreshment cart. Spare no expense.
Knew I didn't like this.
Agent Dahl, Strategic Information Service. I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Jedi Master Kellyan Jarro and the destruction of the Republic cruiser Aurora.
Master?
Be still, Padawan. I will take care of this. This bounty hunter has a much stronger will than the other one. Listen, I know the Mandalorians want me dead, but the Battle of Coruscant was years ago. Revenge profits no one. I implore you not to throw your life away. Abandon this hunt.
If you got a problem, take it up with my employer.
We plan to, after you clarify a few things. Cooperate, and you might not spend the rest of your life behind bars.
We can take him.
Night.
You spared my life. The courts will take that into consideration if you come peacefully.
Ventus, relieve the bounty hunter of weaponry. Cautiously.
They're a tricky bunch.
I know that too well, Master.
Yeah.
Not well enough.
Enders.
Shoot to kill.
You've only made matters worse for yourself.
You forced this outcome.
I doubt a jury would agree.
Teach him to mess with Mandos. Kelly and Jaro, you took down the Mandalorian killer.
You seem surprised.
A little. More trouble.
Just an inconvenience.
So, we on Easy Street now, or what?
They'll be putting my face on wanted posters instead of advertisements. The whole thing was a Republic setup.
What? But how? That offer letter was 100% legitimate. I traced it back to a DAS Corp and cross-checked all the digital signatures.
It wasn't a forgery. They were cooperating with the SIS.
The Strategic Information Service. We have to be seriously careful to stay off their scanners. Looks like Bloodworthy's on the line. I'll patch him through.
Hope I'm not interrupting. Just wanted to transfer your next target. That is, if you're ready for another blacklist favorite.
Double or nothing?
No wagers this time. Not between us, anyway. This bounty's years shy of beating Jacom's time, but anything sitting on the blacklist more than a month is real trouble. I'm putting my money on you this time, so try not to get yourself killed.
What's our next move?
We've got another blacklist mark to deal with. Have the next blacklist bounty's coordinates logged by the time I'm ready to head out.
Will do.
This is Quest Control to Intelligence Vessel. Your docking permit is approved, but your arrival is unscheduled. Please state your purpose.
This is Cypher 9 to Quest Control. I'm here to review the security of your chemical storage units. I expect your cooperation.
Apologies, Cypher 9. I'll inform Administrator Croyas. He oversees shipments from the chem mines.
Forget the Administrator. What can you tell me about this planet?
Quesh is a war zone, sir. We're dying to protect the chemical shipments coming out of here. Republic's doing the same. Frankly, I suggest you arm yourself. Quest Control out.
Find the chemicals. Make the serum. You will be free again.
If the canisters were damaged, the Bospiridium gas will eat both flesh and circuits. You understand, my toy? Yes, now clean it up and incinerate the bodies. They're contaminated now.
Administrator Croyas, I'm here to inspect your security. I'll need full access and samples of these chemicals.
I see. I wish you'd given me a few days' notice. This is a very delicate operation.
Do you have the compounds I need?
07, fetch! Now! You'll have your samples presently. Unfortunately, I'm out of Dynalium-6. The Republic seized that chem mine some time ago, and their transports are under guard.
Your only job is to supply the Empire with chemicals. And you can't even do that.
Blame your muff. Or pay a visit to Chem Mine Delta yourself. I've done my best to sate your people's appetites for hallucinogenic tea, mind-eaters, or what have you. I think you'd appreciate it.
Here's the chemical supplier. He helped them change you. Are you going to let him go unpunished?
Operative?
What do you think intelligence does with your chemicals?
Oh, I couldn't guess. Dynalium-6 enhances spice, distorts memory, corrupts mood.
One blaster shot, spilled chemicals, an explosion. No evidence of murder. Make him pay if you like.
Ours has always been a profitable relationship. I have no desire to disturb that.
I could do much worse to you. Consider this a mercy.
This is not Harmony, Agent. We're certain of that. The hunter begins.
Can you feel it? The serum begins its work, bonding to spinal fluid, retracing neural pathways. Painful. Effective.
I'm not worried about the symptoms. I want my mind back.
The serum's course is unpredictable and it will take time, but you will be free from the brainwashing. For now, the SIS is waiting. They won't recognize your chance to escape when it comes, but I will.
Codename Saber to Codename Leggett. We've been waiting for your all clear. Everything all right?
It takes time to shore up relationships inside the Empire. I can't be constantly answering to you.
I've done undercover jobs, Leggett. 3 months as a collaborator in the Ryloth slave pits. It's rough. Master Koth has another mission for you. He wants you heading to the Hoth system soon as possible. Contact him once you arrive. Saber out.
You wanted to talk?
Hey, you're looking nice. Can we do this a little later? I've got something going on.
Anything I should know about?
Nope. Everything's good.
Khalil, why don't we go back to my place? It's a lot warmer than... Oh.
Get out of here, Devin.
It's Dibben.
Out.
No need to hurry out. It's good to meet you, Dibben.
You too. Look, she said it was her ship. I don't want to cause problems, so I'll just go.
Sorry, he's just a guy. I think he's a dock worker or something. I found him the other night. We had a few drinks and I brought him here. Not a big deal, okay?
If it's not a big deal, you could have been up front.
Sorry, I didn't want you to know. Figured you'd get all possessive like we bonded for life. If you've got a problem, deal with it. I don't owe you anything.
I never said you owed me. I don't think I suggested it.
So what then? You're just gonna stand there? This is stupid, Agent. I'm gonna have a shower.
Remember the SIS project number I found? 32? Turns out if you search for it in enough super secret Republic databases, it gets noticed. Ran into a little, trouble. Like, if I keep doing this, the chance of mysteriously disappearing goes up dramatically, sort of trouble.
Anything happens to you, I don't know what I'll do.
You know, you just can't find another slicer who'll put up with you. Figure there are other, less hazardous channels I can look into. I'll, let you know if I decide to do anything stupid. Or, more likely, let you know after.
Remember those Arcona colonists I was telling you about? Well, I've got the perfect racket to skim a little profit off those moisture-farming saps. Salt.
As in table salt?
Well, I'm not talking bath salts, considering water's a luxury good. Listen, I've got a theory. I used to know this spacey Arconan bagman back on Nar Shaddaa. Thought the guy was a spice head for the longest time. Turns out I was only half right. This guy's cravings were something else.
Your friend had some sort of reaction.
Can't say for certain, but I've got my suspicions. One night, after making our handoff in some dive diner, he orders some garbage soup and dumps an entire shaker of salt into the bowl. Should have seen the way this guy went at the stuff before stumbling out of the place like it's last call.
Your money's on these colonists having the same craving.
10 to 1 says there's something about salt that those wedgeheads can't resist. We're gonna sell those colonists the answer to all their woes, specially formulated and offered exclusively through Rowing Industries. If I'm right about how much Arcona love the stuff, our biggest problem will be keeping up the supply.
What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
There's something in particular you're hoping to see?
Something hard enough to sharpen myself on. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Looking for at least 10 to 1 odds? Or will you be satisfied with just one of something nasty?
Tough call. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
Guess we better find a war then.
Looking forward to it.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Bajaric player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
By all means, continue.
I wouldn't want to take your time, but Master Vector, we should talk again.
Of course, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
You sound like you've thought about this.
I confess it had crossed my mind. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
We've been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dart ship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration. When the lost nests departed Alderaan.
You said no one knew what happened after the other Killiks left.
We still don't. But our travels have caused a buried memory to surface. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the lost one's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage agent to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
You think the lost nests are still out there?
It's been millennia since the migration, and we doubt we'll see more than dust or petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
We've spent a lot of time and money on you. You'll need a bodyguard to keep you out of trouble.
We are Dawn Herald. We have some ability to defend ourselves.
We've made some progress on the Vandrake generator. The initial equations have been difficult, but with Holiday's help, I'm almost ready to progress. I've just hit a minor obstacle. I find myself needing your help, dear Jedi.
If I can do something to make your generator a success, just ask.
I find myself in need of inspiration. On Nar Shaddaa, a particular spiced wine was a marvelous tonic. A friend has offered to send me a case, if I get him an audience with the Jedi Council.
Why does he want to speak to the Council?
He's searching for new trade routes, I believe. Now, I have a message for the Council ready for your signature. What do you say?
The Council won't mind, I'm sure.
You are a paragon of compassion and understanding. My case of wine should arrive forthwith, and all shall be well. Thank you.
Tornor Pasro, Endecrus, Zankalis, Morta Frapsak.
Pardon my asking, but are you feeling all right?
Drukives, Doran Oras, Misade Mohargas, Rakavas, Gurk Sasek, Otrafels Kojek.
Let's take your mind off it. Explain this rite of passage a little more.
Lohazan Mar Flix Tulama, Morta Frapsak, Doskas Gores, Shivert Skors, Dosk Janga Rasjak, Shivert Skors, Zonkalis, Porra, Tosha Blum Shik Pakna, Shivert Skors, Bizademo, Yanor Forita.
In turbulent times, the first changes are often cultural. Maybe your people's customs are evolving.
Ganaxlis Check Jash, Luktar Krivo, Kirben Nas, Gorakrades, Skojarad Mask Osla, Svetod Trangis, Unda Polua, Your Scout Popre.
Such medicine would certainly induce a molt, along with vomiting, fever, and burning pain in the sinuses. I could make you a medicine from our supplies that will induce molting without any side effects. Drink this in some hot water. You'll start molting by tomorrow.
Got a good operation here, Jedi. But too many people. Inefficient. Can't watch them all.
Not everyone is out to get you, Zenith.
The last few years taught me otherwise. Be tough to adjust. Strange to be off Balmora, with political power. Peace will be even stranger. Permacrete detonator would open it, if you don't mind a landslide.
Sorry, there were Imperial soldiers wandering around. I had to hide for a bit.
You should always be mindful of your welfare. But I could use your help.
Oh, let me take care of that. We built an manual release just in case. Now where? It's awfully quiet in there. I hope everyone's alright. I have to get this door closed before the atmosphere contaminates the station. I'll meet you inside. The airlock's closed. We're safe. These are the people who attacked the station? Who are they?
Individuals who draw on the dark side of the Force and have no mercy. We call them Sith.
Like the ones on the Fortitude, when you rescued us. There must be somebody still alive. We built at a station to survive anything. Yes, here. Some of the science staff are in another wing, behind a security door.
Can you tell if there are any soldiers watching the door?
Let me see. There's no one watching them. Maybe the Sith don't... Wait. Look, there's an entire group of Sith headed that way. If they get in, the scientists... It'll be like the Fortitude again.
Just like I said, these Republic scum have bolt holes everywhere. Let's get rid of them before the Sith take credit.
No, I won't let it happen again. I won't. Go. Get my override code from the console and protect the scientists. I'll handle this.
How can you have that kind of power?
You're wasting time. You have to stop the Sith from reaching the scientists. Jedi, I can do this. Please, trust me. Like I trust you.
Conserve your energy. Keep your mind focused and let the Force flow through you.
I'll remember, I promise.
You'll end up on a dissecting table for that, girl.
You'll have to catch me first.
As I suspected, you have a talent for interrupting my work, Jedi. But you're not alone. That girl's here too, yes? Fascinating. What's her name?
She's under my protection.
Jedi, if I want the girl, all I need do is wait. I am Lord Kyrus, and you're supposedly a Jedi Master, though this is a poor beginning. Wouldn't Master Sayo or Yuon have your diplomats in line by now?
Not much of a mind game, Sith.
A Jedi enslaved to bureaucrats, and they still don't trust you. Senator Grell didn't even bother making excuses for them, did he?
Takes time to be proven worthy of trust.
And you can waste time humoring these people? Commendable. I know you, Jedi. I know everything you've heard, everything you've done. I know you killed my servant, Arax, to save the girl. You fought so hard to save the Fortitude and Balmora, yet nobody respects you for it. I'll be interested to see where your path leads next, Jedi. Goodbye.
Geleguk istet. Nekema sertet.
The enemy is gone. I'm a Jedi Master. You're safe with me.
Asoren ben es minding sajana. Hoje ajateta domino. Oge ere tuk meditativ es. Milien okman poro.
It is a Jedi's duty to protect the innocent from harm.
Ap arajale von upa udamastat. Mesmiva. Kotilia for Leon. As edge edlin dolog as volhoje. Hogene kunk, toleras ege mas fonal es. Mege iteletet. Hogene kunk, toleras ege mas fonal es. Mege iteletet.
I'd like to see the benefits of this healing technology you've discovered.
Ahirnev mindi ment ki hoje.
There you are, Jedi. See? I said I'd be fine. I checked the station. It's all clear. I'm heading back to the ship before Father starts fretting. I'll meet you there.
Megi hoje on nem kep visele.
So you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Killiks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
I know this isn't the end you were hoping for.
We forged a connection to the lost colony. Even if we didn't find it, this means a great deal. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
Daizana. I represent the Sith Empire, along with Vector Hillis.
Yes, but are you Vector?
Daizana of Lese. We are Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Killiks will dance and sing tonight.
Your ship followed Vector on his way back from the pilgrimage.
Even after he was gone, he left an impression we could follow. Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lese shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I'd love to see a Killik celebration lead the way.
Don't worry. We'll be out before the pheromones bond to your system.
The Membrosia runs in golden rivers.
You're doing well. Accompany the joiners if you wish. Morning comes soon. We're impressed. You held up well. More to the point, you brought together the fragments of an ancient people. We can't fully express our gratitude. We hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and are at peace.
I'm glad you're in high spirits. Call it a day, then?
Agreed, Agent.
We'd like to formally apologize for keeping attestation classified from you.
Mistrust is a luxury we cannot afford.
I regret not taking that to heart sooner.
Please don't be angry with us. We're very grateful you saved the station. Though we'll need twice the guards to protect that medical research from the Empire.
Spend the credits and hire them. Those medicines could be an investment for years.
If you've all quite finished, the Jedi and I have matters to discuss. Alone. Thank you for protecting my Nadia. She told me you saw her outburst. I imagine you want an explanation.
She uses her powers instinctively when she becomes emotional.
Yes, but Nadia's gotten better at controlling herself. The Republic calls them force abilities, but to me they're Nadia's gifts. Her powers are stronger than many Jedi, but unpredictable. I hoped she would learn from you, from your experience.
It's not uncommon for powerful force sensitivity to run in families.
Me? No, I don't have these powers, nor anyone we know back home. Nadia is special. My daughter looks up to you. Please, keep being her example. Now, Atta Station's researchers said a Lord Kairos contacted you. Didn't he order the attack on the Fortitude where we all met?
Lord Kairos has been monitoring us since we left the Fortitude.
That monitoring device Nadia found. It seems we do have a traitor on board.
If they've stayed hidden this long, we'll need more evidence to determine who they are.
Yes. That seems very sensible. Perhaps if we act normally, our guest will leave another clue. In the meantime, there may be another way for you to help the Rift Alliance. A group of our soldiers on Hoth has run into a difficult situation.
What do you mean by difficult situation?
Hoth is infested with pirates who harass our shipping lanes, so we formed a coalition force to handle them. A quick mission, we thought, but those pirates just can't be defeated, and the Republic won't spare any help.
I think this bears investigation.
We can explain more when we arrive at Hoth. Until then, watch your back, Jedi.
I reorganized the munitions locker between political briefings. More efficient now. We have more orders?
You don't have to be constantly on alert. Take some time to yourself.
Can't relax if things are a mess. Sounds like Greystar talking.
Who's Greystar?
Old friend, forget it. First Victory is Balmora's political liaison. Spoke to your diplomat, Alani. Organized a new trade route for Balmora. She wanted a personal favor. Thought credits would look suspicious. Useful to know.
Just how personal is this favor you promised her?
Personal enough. Greystar said a friend is an enemy waiting to happen, and vice versa.
You mentioned the name Greystar once before.
He was leader of the resistance cell I first joined on Balmora. Taught me plenty. Before everything changed. Enough. Got trade routes to organize.
That's what friends are for, Kaizen. After you've completed your rebirth, what happens then?
The equations are done, and we're about to start building the actual Vandrake generator itself. but we're finding components hard to come by. My suppliers are being ludicrously unreasonable. What's an unpaid bill here or there? If only I could regain my supplier's favor, with, say, a note promising payment will be made, signed by someone trustworthy.
You're hoping I'll sign this note and get you out of this mess.
You have the power to do me an immense kindness with one little signature. I'd be eternally grateful.
Settling your debts will improve your reputation, and your suppliers will be more helpful.
That'll take every credit I possess. Do you want me destitute?
If it's really going to cost that much, you'll need time to get the money together.
Such generosity. I promise this is the last time I will intrude upon you. Thank you. I'll have the parts I need in no time.